Sorry to everyone on YouTube. I apologize. I'm not going to edit this. It's too hard. We've got a guest tonight, so that's fun. We've got a guest, but we've got no Hendo at the moment, so we'll just let him in. What do you reckon? See what happens. We just leave Hendo out of the whole thing. I don't like that guy anyway. Oh, here he is. I suppose I'll let him in. I'll let him in. All right, Hendo's joining. There he is. How are you, mate? Oh, oh no. What's going on? What's happening right now?
How are you, mate? Oh, hang on. I can't fucking hear shit.
Wow.
I don't even know what's going on. There we go. J-Bird.
That better?
Ready.
Oh, you're good. I got David waiting here. I got to let the big guy in.
Sorry.
He's not seeing any of this, so this is a very professional operation.
Hang on.
Okay. I don't think Hendo can hear me. I should say some nasty shit.
Oh, dear. Okay, that's not good. Hang on a second. Sorry, mate. Fucking hell. Oh, you've got no idea what's going on. I'm a couple of fucking...
No idea what's going on.
I've been to a Christmas party.
Oh, shit. Jesus.
Hang on.
Hendo's lost the plot.
Oh, why are you doing that?
This is a shit show.
Oh, don't do that, you fucking thing.
Wow. I might just have my beer.
Stop that.
This poor guy's been waiting 4 minutes. Look at his LinkedIn profile. He's probably not going to want to wait much longer. Fair bit going on. All right, well, I might do the intro now because Hendo is preoccupied. Hey, can you hear me?
Yo.
You can hear me?
No.
Oh, my God. How did you know what I said? Fuck's sake.
Why the fuck is it doing that? Can you hear me?
100%. Oh, wow.
It's all gone pear-shaped. Okay, so literally, let's just do this while I can't hear you because I've been at a Christmas party. I've had a couple of Hollandias. It's been my block of flats here.
Hendo,
I come upstairs, 3 or 4 Hollandias. Can't find my fucking glasses.
Oh my God.
And so I've got no idea where the fuck my glasses are.
This is a fucking disaster.
And now my fucking headphones aren't working.
Well, just take the headphones out.
Fucking go.
Take them out, mate.
And I can't lip sync either. So
take the headphones out.
So that will solve this problem. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It says it's working, but it's not fucking working.
It's not working.
All right, say something now.
Yeah, I'm talking. Can you hear me?
No, that's not it. No, that's weird.
Take the headphones out.
No, it's fucked. Can I jump off the call and...
You can try.
Hang on.
Whoop.
It's something wrong with my fucking headphones.
Take them out, mate.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to jump off the call and I'll come back.
What's that going to do?
Make everybody laugh for a minute.
You're making everyone laugh because you're a mess. Oh my God. I think I'm going to let David in. This is embarrassing. I want this beer though. 6 minutes. How long do you reckon he's going to stay in the line for? So this guy, David, I'll do the intro now. So David Jackson, the founder, group managing director, SS Core Group. His LinkedIn is very, very long and complicated, but he's the founder of 3 AFR fast starter companies. He's the CEO and director of Blockchain Australia and co-founder of Australia's blockchain incubator. He actually owns an alcohol-free brewery as well. So there's a whole lot going on with this guy. And we wanted to talk about NFT beers. Oh, now he's gone. Brilliant. This is a fucking disaster. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fucking, I'm cracking this beer. This is the worst podcast that has ever happened. I'm so fucking sorry. Merry Christmas. Wow. Cheers. Man, that look at, holy shit, that is thicker than a Snickers. All right. David.
Dan, how are you, mate?
Good. You can hear me. This is amazing.
I can hear you, buddy.
I have to apologize. I saw you come online before and I was waiting for Hendo to come online. And
yeah, I just texted him. He said he's having some technical issues.
He's totally lost the plot. He's totally lost it.
What's he doing?
Well, he came on there. He couldn't hear me. And I was trying to tell him to take his earphones out. He didn't know to do that. So now he's left. And he's like, just do it without, like with me on here, but with me not being able to hear you. And I'm like, that's not going to work. That's stupid. He's coming back in. If it doesn't work, we'll just do it together because
that's
we'll figure
all right,
it out. Mate. But yeah, if this works, then I think he said he's been to his local Christmas party or something. I think this is all falling apart, to be quite
honest. Oh my God, is this working?
Can you hear me?
Mate.
Yes, I can hear you. Holy
Yay!
Right.
I just told David all the shit that happened and I shouldn't have because this all looks very professional now.
Yeah. No, we're not professional at all.
Nope.
How are you, Hendo?
DJ, long time no speak, mate. Have you been well?
Yeah, mate, I'm good.
Can you just, Dan, can you just caption that photo? Is like, where's Hendo's glasses? Oh, he's fucking lost them because he's been on the piss.
Wow.
So,
the only thing good about this photo is you don't have a glass that's filled with bubbles because you don't know how to clean them.
No, well, I've gone back to cans. Oh, wait, I've got a good beer though. I've got this, I stopped by Easy Times today and I picked up this Easy Times Ovation something strong ale. I can't even, I think it's hazy, it says hazy strong ale. So shout out to Cuzzy and the Easy Times crew.
Yeah.
Especially Joshy, who's the GM there. He's a bit of a legend.
Do you drink beer, David? I was reading your LinkedIn and it sort of made me feel like you don't drink beer.
This is a fucking great question.
Yes, I have been drinking beer this year. Since I met Hendo. Hendo got me back on the piss.
Oh, no.
I'm enough to drive anyone to drink. So when I first met DJ, he rang me up and he was like, he said, Hendo, I'm really excited. I want to start an alcohol-free brewery. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. Are you aware of the challenges around that? He goes, yeah, I know, I'm fine, typical DJ style. And he goes, I'm going to do it anyway. I said, do you know how to brew, mate? He goes, yeah, no, I can learn that. I said, well, why don't you come and join me at the TAFE, right? So DJ spent the first half of this year studying the Certificate 3 at TAFE with myself and Kate and learn how to make beer. Make some awesome beer and that sort of thing. And so now, I don't know if you guys have discussed this, DJ has a alcohol-free brewing company now. Is that?
Yeah. So we start brewing in January and we'll have our first batch February.
What's the name of the brewing company?
Beneficial Beer Co. Beneficialbeer.co is the website. And we're doing a lager as our first alcohol-free. So in early in the year, we got Bruce Peachy involved with us, who did 20 years at Tui's. So he was sort of the guy that created Tui's New. And from there, he went to Blue Tongue and did the Blue Tongue Lager. And he's dabbled around in alcohol-free, 5 or 6 years ago. So we're going to give it another go with this lager.
Nice. I think
Nice.
lager's a good choice because we've tried a couple on this show, and the lager seems like a good beer for an alcohol-free beer. If you're trying to do something crazy, it's kind of asking a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, so there's no one's got a lager in market now. Like the craft guys, they've all got, you know, Hales or XPA or Quiet XPA or Dark. So, you know, we probably want to go to that stage to there at some stage. But both Bruce and I, when I stopped drinking alcohol, I just said to myself, well, I want to turn this into a passion, and hence started the beer company. And I was like, well, if I want to go to the pub with the boys, I want to be able to drink a nice lager, which is what I like to drink, on tap or, you know, out of the bottle. So Heineken is my go-to, and it's really a multi. You know what is that? Is it a lager? I'm not sure.
You mean the 00 version?
Yeah, Heineken Zero.
Yeah, you brought some into class. Like normally, you know, if you bring your student would bring a teacher in an apple, you brought me in a Heineken 00. Thanks. And then we ran it through the alkalizer just to be sure. But I found it it's really difficult with alcohol-free beers because they can wind up really worty really easily. But it actually tasted like a beer that didn't have too much going on with it, but taking it in the context that it was an alcohol-free beer. Yeah, there's a difference between NA and alcohol-free.
Yeah.
Which one's which?
They say that one of them is like 0.
Yeah, and one's less than 0.5%.
Yeah, no. One of them's actually like 0 alcohol. So, and then the other one, non-alcoholic is less than 0.5.
Yeah, that's right. So the Heineken 00 was 0%. We put it through the alkalizer. It was basically the same as water.
Yeah, right.
There was no alcohol in it at all.
Yeah, so we're going to brew a mid-strength lager, 3.5 this lager is, and then we're going to put it through our own machine and strip out the alcohol.
Yeah, right.
Everyone else is doing the biological methods with, either the yeast or low grain bill and working with mash temp. But, Bruce reckons he can't drink more than 1 or 2 of those. In fact, he didn't say 2. He said, I can't drink more than 1. So, if I'm going down to the pub with the boys, I want to have 3 or 4 beers, then we want to make a drinkable lager. So let's see where we come in February. We'll see how we go, right? It's going to be very interesting. I've been waiting for 2 years for this.
Yeah, you've worked very hard on it, mate.
Well, it's been a nightmare. It's like COVID stopped us getting the machinery out of Adelaide. But even like the first year, just going to all the breweries and going, can you help me do this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to be part of it? I'm going to go raise a shitload of money. We're going to do a test market through my mates' bottle shops in Newcastle and pubs in Newcastle. It's a great test market. Everyone, Newcastle's known as that. I'll go raise a shitload of money after that and build a brewery. Is anyone interested? No one was interested. But also, was at a time when like COVID had hit, so all these breweries were just smashed. Like everyone was just trying to can their own beers, and everyone was drinking heavily in Australia. So, no one was interested. But we've come full circle now, and we'll see what comes out in February. Fingers crossed, it's a beast. We're working with some really good brewers that have won some great awards this year, and under Bruce's tutelage, I think we should be right.
Bruce Peachy's a bit of a legend in the industry, eh?
He is, yeah. He's he's been in the game for over 30 years, nearly 40 years. So he's old school. He knows his craft, and we'll see where we end up. But
he's one of the few brewers.
He's known for his lager as well, right? That's
absolutely, yeah. Like I've met him a couple of times, beer judging and that sort of thing, AIBAs mostly and that sort of thing, and he's such a good reputation. He's one of the few brewers when I meet him, I go, okay, you're one of the old school crew, much respect. and he's done a lot of really interesting, fascinating stuff in the industry over a very, very long career,
Yeah. So Dan, you're
Yes.
doing you're gonna do an NFT beer, are you?
Well, I want to do something. Yeah. Yeah. We've got a few little ideas we're working on. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've just got a couple of friends. I've got one friend who is just a fucking nut with crypto stuff, and it's literally all he does.
Yeah.
And
DJ probably knows him if that's the case.
Maybe
he's what's his Twitter?
there's a lot out there.
Yeah, his Twitter's
But I think
Mr. Robbo is his Twitter. You might know.
right.
We should probably give a bit of context. So we've been sort of building up to this conversation for the last few weeks. We've been talking about, because I've just thrown it in the mix of all the bloody things that we can talk about and that sort of thing. And NFTs have become something that's sort of cropped up on the mainstream media. We should probably take a step back very, very briefly and just sort of go, what is an NFT? What does it stand for? What do they do? And how the fuck does it relate to beer?
So Hendo doesn't want me to answer your question. He wants you to answer his question. Just to summarize what just happened.
So, okay. How about this, right? How about this, DJ? I'll take my knowledge as far as I can take it.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to stop and you just step in and just go,
See what happens when Hendo gets his headphones back? It just takes over.
So here's what I think it is, right? So NFT, it stands for non-fungible token. And so a non-fungible token is something that's related to the blockchain. And the blockchain is a journal of transactions that happens through cryptocurrency. And that's part of and so doing processing transactions is part of the blockchain, which is how cryptocurrency is exchanged. You pay for goods and exchange money between people and all that sort of stuff. But a non-fungible token is something that's a one-off, it's unique, and can't be replicated at all. And so, which I think is great, because I think about, what the future potential uses of an NFT could be. Like, for example, it could be something that would be, my sister rocked up to a family fucking gathering a few weeks ago with a bottle of whiskey that we Googled. I said, that's a really rare bottle of whiskey. Where'd you get that? She said, it fell in the back of the truck. I said, that's cool. Let's Google that. And it turns out it was a $12,500 bottle of whiskey. I said, where the fuck did you get a $12,500 bottle of whiskey? Anyway, I got onto a few friends that knew whiskey and that sort of thing. And I said, what's this worth? And they said, it's probably worth, a couple of grand because you don't have the certificate of authenticity, which you can get apparently for fucking bottles of whiskey.
Wait, who had this whiskey? Who was this?
I didn't open it. It was a $12,500 bottle of whiskey.
His sister.
It's my sister.
You live in a different world, Hendo.
Fucking oath, I live in a different world.
Jesus Christ.
The more we do this shit, Dan, the more you learn about me. And the more beers I have beforehand, the deeper we go down the rabbit hole, mate. Anyway,
all that said,
so
how close was he?
NFTs, right? So are like a certificate of authenticity. They're a one-off. They go with something, and there's lots of applications around having something that's a one-off and non-copyable in a electronic setting. Would that be fair, DJ?
Yeah, nailed it. So they talk about Web3 now, right? Which is where the internet didn't go to, and Web3 is around all the decentralization. So they class NFTs one area, DeFi, which is decentralized finance, is another area, and then the metaverse is a whole nother space. And I think NFTs work well with the metaverse. You're also seeing NFTs working well in DeFi at the moment. Some of these protocols are launching NFTs to raise their seed capital on the back of, and those NFTs add value. But yeah, exactly. So it's so like I'm not the best person to be talking about this because I'm not like I think it's a couple of years, these younger people that are across it. Because for me, these guys that are out there spending millions of dollars buying JPEGs, there's this whole right-click save thing. So they're like, I don't care. I don't own, it's not like you're buying a piece of art that sits on my wall in my house and it's just there. And if anyone wants to come in and look at it, they can see it, right? I can buy a digital piece of art. It can go anywhere on the internet. People can right click and save it. They're all excited. These guys are excited about actually owning the authenticity of the immutable blockchain ledger that says, Dave Jackson owns NFT number 302 by Bored Apes or whoever. So I can't get my head around it. I know a lot of people that have got their head around it, a lot of mainly investors. But also, so a good mate of mine he just relates it to when he was a kid, he used to collect
baseball cards, or footy cards, or
trump cards or something.
Exactly, baseball cards, right? He was a big baseball card collector, and he'd go, that was it. So he just relates it. It's a modern way of baseball cards, right? So, he's in his 40s or something, but you nailed it. But then, relating it back to beer, it's interesting because it's very new. I think there was a brewery in the US that did something earlier in the year around a bunch of cans that they were launching. So you would buy a can, you'd get an NFT relating to that can. And then since then, Budweiser's come out and done a massive play with a few of their brands.
Yeah.
But I've recently read about a Vietnamese brewery, and they were like brewing a certain brew, and then the recipe would be put on the blockchain, and then they'd burn the recipe, and then you'd have access. Only those people that bought the NFTs would have access to drink the beer that there was only ever going to be one brewed made, and that recipe was burnt. And if you had access to the NFTs, you got access to the recipe.
Yeah.
So that's a take on it, Dan. That's interesting.
There was a sake one that my mate Jared, who I mentioned before, bought, and you could either get the physical, you could get the NFT, or you could burn the NFT and get the physical bottle of sake.
Right, you either got one or the other.
Yeah, you get one or the other, so you have to choose.
That's another. So and Penfolds are doing it with, haven't they done a barrel of? Did they do a barrel of grains, or they're doing a barrel of something, and you can buy into it using an NFT?
Well, that was exactly the thing. I was talking to Cuzzy from Easy Times today about this very thing. I said, I get the whole point in NFTs and stuff like that. Don't you think that would be a really good thing for the secondary market for beer, right? So let's say you release, let's say that the Great White Buffalo in the beer world, Westvleteren 12, right? Which is probably the most resold beer on the planet. The only place you can buy Westvleteren 12 is from the fucking monastery itself.
Right.
They don't distribute it. Yeah. They don't do anything like that. But I've had it. But I know that I've had it because it's passed through many hands, like a fucking drug deal, to get to me. And so where I think NFT beer would come into play is that if I have the NFT and I have a particular beer which might have a QR code or something on that, like that relates to that NFT, that means that I bought it and it's genuinely mine.
Yeah.
So that people want to resell the beer, then that's cool. But then you got to prove that you bought it from a genuine source, and not just from some random dude on the internet.
But Hendo, you're assuming that it's the beer itself that has the value, right?
Well, for some people it is.
Yeah, but beer is not something that, beer doesn't last very long, right?
Have you had a Westie 12, mate?
I have not.
No.
How long does that last for?
It's a big Belgian quad, mate. It's
I know what it is, but
yeah.
Hello.
How long does it last for, Hendo?
Okay, let's say it's not beer. Let's say it's wine or whiskey or something that does last a long time. right? What about something that proves the authenticity of where that beer came from, right? Let's say it's a highly desirable beer, like Westy 12. And the monks, every bottle they create, they attach an NFT to it. And every time that someone bought that beer, that NFT, that token would pass to the next person, and it would be in the blockchain that had passed on. And every time that person sold it, you get the NFT with the bottle of beer. And then it would be forever in the blockchain, that custodianship that of the ownership until that person. So, rather than sort of buying a random bottle of Westy 12, which I don't know how many hands it's passed through, you could actually see through the blockchain the history of that. Am I right there? Is that kind of what could be done with it, DJ?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So it's like proving the provenance of it. But I'm always skeptical about how you can attach that QR code or whatever it is to the product. And there's a company I know that did meat from plate to farm to plate, and they talk about these little minute edible that you can scan. These are little minute somethings that you can run a scanner by, so you can prove that. Yeah. So they pass through your body. They're fine. They're completely digestible.
But you eat them and you poop them out.
Yeah, exactly. They're just a super nano small little. But that's we all know how good the Chinese are at replicating things. So if you're going down that route, but as I don't know, I think Dan or you, Hendo, Dan said it's not. It's sometimes it's not about that beer, right?
That's what I think. I think you're assuming the whole point is the authenticity associated with the product, but there's a lot of people who want to have, like what we're doing, what I want to do with it doesn't have a lot to do with the beer. It's more to do with the fact that people want to be part of something. They want to be part of that community. Like people are buying those Bored Ape things, not because they're getting anything physical at all. It's because they want to be part of that community and they believe in what the community is doing and they want their unique sort of profile picture thing and all of that. So
who makes the money from that though?
What's that?
Who makes the money from that?
So the guys who minted them to start with, there was like 10,000 of them, and then they put out a thing, come and mint them, and they probably sold them for $1,000 a pop at the time, and they minted their own or whatever the launch style was, and then away it goes, right? So between the Bored Apes and the other ones are the punks.
Crypto punks,
those punks are selling for millions and millions of dollars. But in the beer space, I think it's really going to come. I think it's the great two things is one is about the branding and the label. Yes. That branding, that label, that artistic, right? So that's the art, the label art. That's the whole. We all know that's 30% of the market, right? The beers, you got the taste, you got the branding and the labeling, but that's one part of it. But Dan hit on community, so this whole metaverse is taking off, right? So Dan could launch these beers. It could be a seasonal beer, and we're gonna do 1,000 NFTs attached to these cases, and however he wants to do the fair launch for the NFTs and how people can bid for them or however he gets them out there. But then Dan's brewery could create his fucking brewery in one of the metaverses, and the techies could go in, and if you've got one of these NFTs, you get free party on a Friday night in Black Ops in the metaverse. Right? Yeah. This is what these kids are. They're all into it. They're all online.
I'll tell you what we're
doing this, in the metaverse, but not even to that point, Hendo. Like my mates are now building metaverses for luxury brands. Like it's not even, well, I suppose, that's targeting younger shoppers, but shopping, and there's a whole online play as well, which basically got nothing to do with the beer. Doesn't matter what he's put in the can. It's not proving the provenance of it. It's not proving the value of the taste or anything like that. Yeah. Not like your whiskey or your wine story, which is awesome. It's really about the community and And where these kids are, they're all online. Like my boys, is he out there playing Fortnite? No, he's not, because I told him not to tonight. But otherwise
He
he
probably
would be.
is then, because definitely
Yeah,
my
probably
kids
is
are.
now. He's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. But I
so
think the branding
which-
thing is a big thing for me. That's why I'm interested in it, because I think the design around cans, like we did fuck, how many we did? We did 77 different beers this year, unique beers, new beers.
Right.
And every time
So
we do
77 different labels.
well, that's the thing. You have to make a decision every time. Do you get a really great designer to put, a week into doing a great label and go back and forth with me and Rihanna and just spend all that time? You can't do that for every beer. So you choose the ones you do that with, or you do something simpler, or you do no label, or you do one yourself, or you do a generic label. The ones out of that 77, there might be, say, 30 that we did with a designer. Out of those 30, probably 20 of them are done by a designer that puts way more work into the can than they're getting as a reward. Like you just can't, because all those beers, we did like 500 liters of them. You can't spend $5,000 or $10,000 on the can and get that back.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in from a point of view of, you have all of this awesome design going into the cans. Most of these designers are not working for a fair rate. Like these are the most talented people in society, and they're not getting rewarded for it. And I think this whole thing with the NFTs could be an opportunity for these designers to kind of work in a different way and get some benefit and have some ownership of it, instead of getting paid $250 for designing a can.
Yeah, so that's the other point, Hendo. With the ability that these NFTs run on blockchain and smart contracts, you can program into the NFT that every time it's sold, 10% of the sale price goes back to this wallet address, which is the artist's address, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the killer. That's where these artists are loving it.
So it's a resale thing.
Yeah, it's a royalty thing. And that's what's happening. That'll happen in music as well. So music will go this way pretty soon too. I know the guys.
So so not only is it a way in which you could guarantee the authenticity. I want to take this back to beer, right? Yeah. Because of what does happen with beer right now. So let's say I've got my Westie 12 that I bought myself from the monks.
Yep.
In West Flatiron, and then they issued an NFT with it. They said, because normally they're like, you can't resell this shit. And they're fucking monks, right? And they can tell you whatever the fuck they want to happen with their beer. But if they create an NFT that went with their beer, because it's a very highly desirable beer, you would want the NFT to go with it as a certificate of authenticity. But also when the beer got sold, the monks got a little bit of a kicker for it. Mm-hmm. And because every time, like Westie 12, mate, is dead set like Coke, right? Every time it gets resold, the price goes up.
Yeah, does it go up?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hendo's going to be the guy that Westie 12.
What am I, a Coke fucking Baron or something? and so basically, every time it gets resold for a higher price, the monks in West Flatiron get a cut of that,
exactly,
as they should.
Yeah.
Cantillon have that issue as well. A lot of resold beer on the secondary market, and that's actually really interesting.
Well, that's what Dan's play on looking after the community and look after his artists. He's not paying his artists a fortune every time he does 500 litres. Is a great story to that artist, right? Yeah, you're going to get these young kids who are going to love to work at Dan's brewery. Oh, I'm going to do the art for this, and then if it's a killer beer and everyone loves it, and then Dan decides not to brew it for another year or two, but everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon and buy those NFTs attached to that beer because Dan's saying it's going to come out in another year, but
Well, I'll tell you what we're doing. You guys can both tell me if you think this is a stupid idea, right? So we're doing two things. One is you mentioned Bored Apes and CryptoPunks. Yep. I'm too poor for both of those, but I bought an on-chain monkey, which is about $500, right?
Yeah.
So on-chain monkey is one of these NFT sort of profile pic projects.
Wait, you spent $500 on an NFT?
I've got quite a few NFTs, Hendo. This was the cheapest one I've bought.
All right, keep talking. And here I am spending all my money on fucking Renos. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, there's a bit of half lexicon in this monkey. Anyway, I've got a monkey. It's actually my phone profile picture. So the best I can do is I can't show
Some fucked up shit right here.
Anyway, I've got a fucking monkey. All right, that's all you need to know. It's a unique monkey, and it's generated on chain. So it's just the whole thing lives on the blockchain. It's not associated with anything physical in the real world. It's generated automatically, the design of this monkey, right? So what we did is we made this monkey into a beer. So it's called Monkey Business. It's a choc banana stout. And if you buy the beer, you get a free NFT, which is just a generic NFT of the can, which is an image of the can. It'll be the first NFT we ever do. But then we're using that. It's got a QR code on it. It'll take you to our website and then to our Discord server where you can just join in and we can start talking about all this crazy shit. So we've got a Discord, which is called the Black Ops Beta Team, right? Because it's experimental and anyone can join it. And if you're into all this shit and you're into beer and into Black Ops, you can join that team. That's the first little project. And so if you buy the beer and you join the beta team, you can just get this NFT for free. We mint them all in one go. And if you've joined up to the Discord at that point, you just get it for free. And they're all the same. It's not like a unique thing. But the other thing we're doing is we have a hop man, which is a hop character, which is like a little hop with arms and legs and shit.
I love that t-shirt.
Yeah. So what we've done with him is we've designed all these different features to him, similar to the Bored Apes. I mean, not as crazy as that, but like he's got certain hands, he's got different sunglasses, he's got different hats, he's got different beers. And we press a button and it generates 1,000 of these things, all in different combinations. And if you buy them, you're a token holder in the Black Ops Beta team, and that gives you certain privileges. You get the NFT, you get a very unique hop man that you can use as your profile picture or whatever else. And then you're part of this team and you get certain privileges, like we might do an exclusive beer or exclusive merch that only you can get and that kind of thing.
Will they have rarity out those 1,000? Some will be rarer than others?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you might get the hop man that is not have a hat and he's holding goat and he's the rarest one, and eventually, he will be worth a lot more than the other ones type thing.
Yeah. So you reckon they'll be sold on the secondary market?
I mean, we've got 1,000 of them. There's probably only 5 people who are into crypto and beer, so I think it might take some time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to riddle me this, right? Let's say I wanted to get one of your fucking Hotman beers or images or whatever the fuck it is.
NFT.
How do okay. So how do I buy an NFT?
Do you want me to answer that, or do you want to answer that, David?
No, you answer, Dan. How yours especially?
Because I think I've pretty adequately explained sort of what they are.
Yes.
But as far as the execution goes, I've got no idea.
Well, you basically need 2 things. You need a wallet, which I just use MetaMask, which is a super easy wallet. You can get this as a browser-based wallet. And then you need a platform for distributing the NFTs. And OpenSea seems to be used by basically everything. So we're going to do ours on there.
So these aren't attached to cryptocurrencies?
Well, you have a platform that you use for the blockchain. So we haven't decided which one. We'll probably use Ethereum blockchain for it.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. Like, there's got to be a blockchain. And I know the Bitcoin is solely about its own currency, and so you can't, NFTs, I don't think, can be associated with Bitcoin.
You wouldn't use Bitcoin. You'd use,
but I know Ethereum is extensible blockchain sort of thing.
Yeah,
is that
Ethereum
right?
or Solana or one of these ones.
Yeah, so a lot of people are moving away from Ethereum because of the gas fees are too high, especially if you're going to be buying a $500 NFT or cheaper NFT. But I noticed one of the beer companies, I think the Vietnamese one I was talking about, did theirs on Polygon.
Yeah, Polygon. Yeah.
And I've seen some recent ones on Solana as well. And these are just layer 2 platforms that interact with Ethereum-based contracts, smart contracts anyway. But yeah, Hendo, then these have got nothing to do with cryptocurrencies. You use cryptocurrencies to purchase these NFTs. These NFTs are created and they're JPEGs and they're issued on the blockchain. And then, as Dan said, they go and sit in your wallet, whatever wallet you want. Like, the expensive ones, most people take off chain and put it into a Trezor or what's the other wallet? Ledger. and that can, sit in your drawer it's so that no one can steal it. But yeah, and OpenSea is the big marketplace where all these NFTs is bought and sold. And then there's a site called Rarity, which scans the blockchain and pulls all the NFTs together, and it shows you, sale prices and how rare they are and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. So answer my
It's
question
wild
then.
shit, Hendo. It's wild shit happening.
It is. It's the early days of something that is potentially big, and when that sort of thing happens, it usually is the Wild West at the start. So let's say I want to buy the Black Hops NFT beer. How the fuck do I do it?
Well, the monkey business one, you can just buy it, and really all that is about is people who are into crypto will see my monkey on that can and recognize that that's an on-chain monkey and realize that Black Ops is getting into it. So that one is more promotion.
You can't just sort of say, I've asked the question, how do I buy it?
I'm answering your fucking question, Hendo.
No, but you've answered the question.
Give me
You've
a
answered the
chance
question
to
by
finish my
going, you
fucking
buy it
answer.
by just buying it.
Yeah, but hang on. If I go to a shop, do I get a code?
No, listen, Hendo, there's two different things, right? This beer is just promotion. This is a beer we're brewing, like a tap room release. You go to our tap room and you buy it. Anyone can buy it, right?
Cool.
It's not linked. You don't need the token to buy it, that kind of thing. But the Hopman thing is not linked to a beer.
Mm-hmm.
So we will release these tokens and anyone can buy them. And it's not specifically linked to a beer yet, but it links you to access to the team.
Okay.
So if you've got an OpenSea account and you've got a wallet.
Okay. So I need an OpenSea account.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
no,
Sorry to
connect to OpenSea.
Sorry to take a step back there, but I'm literally starting from step 0.
Yeah.
So I need to open an OpenSea account.
No. You just need to have a MetaMask wallet or a wallet that can connect to OpenSea. OpenSea is a marketplace. It's like going to eBay.
Yeah.
And logging onto eBay and finding something you want to buy. And instead of just then paying eBay with your credit card or your PayPal account, in OpenSea, you find something you want to buy and you connect your MetaMask account to it. And normally you've gone to independent reserve and you've pushed your ANZ 30 fiat Aussie dollars into independent reserve. You've changed in independent reserve, you've bought Ethereum, you've sent the Ethereum out of the independent reserve exchange into your MetaMask account. And then you've got your Ethereum in MetaMask. And from there, when you connect your MetaMask account to OpenSea, you can buy things, NFTs on OpenSea with your Ethereum, and then that NFT goes into your MetaMask account, and it sits in your NFTs. It sits on the blockchain, and it's scanned, and you can see it on Etherscan. So you can see them all.
Hang on. So I
Hendo,
need a MetaMask
Can I
account?
interrupt you here just for 1 second, right? Because everything you just said was amazing, but can I say how this actually generally happens in practice, right? Like I've got a bunch of Ethereum because I've had it for a while and I bought it a long time ago and it's sitting there in my wallet, right? So if I want to buy NFT of any kind, I just go to OpenSea and buy it, and the Ethereum buys it and it goes into my wallet.
What's a MetaMask?
That's the wallet.
It sits up in your browser. It's easy. Just Google download MetaMask and then you'll have a MetaMask account.
Yeah.
And you got and so the thing about these accounts is that it's all around the the seed phrase. You get 12 words or 24 words.
You're scaring the fuck out of him, David. I'm really worried.
No, the thing is, we cannot in this conversation claim the fucking Hendo is an old man thing because DJ and I are the same age. All right, that's the fucking go right
don't
now.
Worry, you're talking about NFTs. That's the new thing, mate. We are behind. I just got my head around NFTs and started doing some NFT Twitter Spaces about only 2 months ago because I was behind. Like all the guys got in. All my mates were on NFTs for 5-6 months ago. I was like, oh fuck.
Mate, you're
I
the
don't know
former,
about NFTs, and
but
then I
mate, you're the
realized,
former,
fuck,
you're
I
the
better know
former,
about NFTs.
you're
So
the
I had
former
to,
director of Blockchain Australia. How the fuck do you not
but
know
like,
about
there's
this?
too many. Like, I was trying to get my head around these layer 2 platforms like Polygon and Solana and Matic and all these. I'm trying to get my head around those. The space changes before you even get out of bed. It's changed.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I think we should get Hendo to buy a monkey.
I'd put
Do
this.
you wanna buy a
I'm
monkey,
totally
Hendo?
down to buying a fucking monkey, but I put this to you right now. Right after this fucking conversation, there's going to be some of our listeners pretty much in the same boat as me, going, "What the fuck did those guys just talk about for the last 5 minutes?" Right? And I get it. Fiat currency is just fucking created out of thin air and that sort of thing. The shit that you guys have just spoken about the last 5 minutes is created out of thin air. It's the same shit.
Yeah. Well, people reckon there's value attached to it.
Yeah, I know exactly, and it's exactly the same thing. I'm not disparaging it or anything like that, but fuck, wow.
And they love it. And they love it because it's digital, it's electric, it's
it's disruptive, and
yeah.
I agree. It's fascinating to sort of to hear how like you've come up to speed on a DJ very, very quickly. I know Dan's owned a lot of crypto for the last couple of years. I've had a very conscious understanding of what crypto is over the last few years. Never fucking bought into it. Probably would have retired if I had have bought it when I said I probably should have bought it. But where does it end though? It's a deep question. Where does it fucking go from here? I mean, okay, let's put it this way. What do you think's let's keep it related to the beer scene, right? This is the thing that I find fascinating. NFT beers. You can make up a random, NFT goes with a beer. And right now it's associated with, Hopman or JPEG associated with the beer or something like that. Where do you think it goes with beer?
Well, I think it goes into a few different avenues. It goes down that whole metaverse, create your brewery in a metaverse, get your community in the metaverse. We're not talking about the 50-year-olds that, are out on the piss on a Friday night and then look after the kids all weekend. We're talking about the younger crew that get in the metaverse. So I think it'll go down that branding route. I think it'll go down the creative route as well, the artistic route. And that's really awesome for these labels, for the artists, as Dan's talked about, his little artists that are doing all this amazing work. So that's great. So, if you want to track provenance on some fancy shit hot beers, like the example I gave you about the Vietnamese guys that are burning the recipe. No one will know how this is created. There's 200 cans made. Get an NFT, the recipe's burned. If you own NFT, you got access to it, blah, blah, blah. So, but I don't know. I think it'll go in a direction we don't even know about yet. There's so many smart people involved in this space, Hendo. It's absolutely mind-boggling.
Have you noticed that? That's a good thing to talk about. I think that's what I've noticed is people, some of the smartest people I know are no longer active in the real world. They're just fucking working on this shit.
No, it's incredible. So I started my recruitment businesses in 1999, and I fell into the internet space in 99, right? And I used to go to meetups in 99, and it was the same. It was like, there'd be 100 people there, but you'd be like, fuck, that guy's this, that guy's the suited guy. And then you go, oh, fuck, this guy wears shorts. And then you go, that guy's got a plumbing business. And it was a massive, diverse group of people back then. And I'm just seeing that same thing, over the last 3 or 4 years of being in this crypto space. Because although it's moving quickly, it hasn't got to that. We haven't got to, we're still in terms of the internet, we're still probably like, 1999, 2000. It hasn't. Yeah. CBA is going to have crypto in their fucking banking wallet, beauty, because then my mum and dad will realize, oh, right, it's not bullshit, this Bitcoin stuff you keep telling me about, right? Oh, great, it's in the CBA. So I think it'll go mainstream pretty quickly, when that's the 13th biggest bank in the world. Hello. And I know NAB's following their heels. They'll come out with something soon as well. ANZ Westpac invested in Coinbase years ago and just made billions of dollars in it. So, but yeah, yeah, you're right, Dan. It's the smartest minds ever. I mean, I've got some of these WhatsApp groups and they're mind-boggling, but they are a lot younger as well. It's like I'm definitely the older. I am the eldest out of all of these. My meetups that I run, Crypto Sydney meetups, I'm the eldest there.
So is there any, have you seen any brewers active in that kind of thing? Is there any other breweries you've seen interested in it, or people who are kind of like craft beer want to do something?
No, not at all. No. And I pinged my guys in my group when Hendo said to me, "Hey, can you come and chat about NFTs and beer?" And I was like, "Oh man, I don't know about that." And I pinged my guys, and the guys just came back with, check out Budweiser, check out this Canadian brewery, and check out this Vietnam brewery. And that's 3. And then you guys, right? I don't think there's not many others. There's 4 or 5 breweries around the world doing it. And so yeah,
well, send them through I put my idea in the chat here. Send them through that and tell them if they think it's shit, because it'll be interesting.
Join the Black Hops beta team.
Yeah, send them that, and then
good.
Ask them if they
Project One Monkey. Hang on, here we go. Project One Monkey Business Choc Banana Stout. Cool label, by the way.
That's me, little monkey there, mate.
Yeah, did you do that on? Is that your label?
Well, the monkey is the NFT, and my mate Dave, who's another guy who's all over this shit. He's one of the designers who's keen to do something in this space, and is actively doing something in this space. Did the label because he's part of the project and he wants to kind of make it work.
What does the thing on the side, OCM hash 105 or 1073?
That's my monkey, the on-chain monkey 5073.
Oh, that's the NFT identifier?
What's that?
That's the identifier? Yeah. Right. Okay. And there's Hopman NFT beta team token holders. Lots of different Hopman there.
Yeah.
There's the Hopman with the pink cap. There's the Hopman with the pirate hat, like Johnny Depp. And then there's the Hopman with the 2 beers on the drinking thing. You need the Hendo Hopman with the bucket hat.
Send me an image. I can make it happen, mate.
I'll join that. So I'll join the server and then I get one, will I?
You won't get a Hopman. You'll get the monkey business one, but the Hopman one will sell.
Yeah. So where are we going to find out about the Hopman one?
Yeah, in the server. Join the Discord server.
Yeah, good. They look good. I like those.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay. What's the Discord?
It's another. Mate, I've only learned about Discord in the last 4 months as well. But it's like it's just like another chat channel, really, isn't it? But it's pretty awesome. It's where a lot of these DAOs run. You know what a DAO is, Hendo?
Yeah, let's talk about DAOs.
Yeah.
Rightio.
Mate, there's an awesome one. It's called Olympus DAO. But they're decentralized.
Can you spell that?
Olympus DAO is like, Olympus.
No, just DAO.
DAO. DAO.
I'm getting a beer. You guys chat amongst yourselves.
Okay, rightio.
It stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization.
Right.
So decentralized autonomous organization. Basically, it's a group of people that come together and form this what they call a DAO, and it's run by voting.
Right.
You vote on everything.
Okay.
And this one of the ones that I've been looking at is called Home Olympus DAO, and it's got an amazing Discord server. It's got amazing DAO, and they're just pumping out all these products which are in the DeFi space. So the Australian government just announced that they're going to do a lot of regulation around crypto, and one of the regulations they're bringing in, Hendo, is DAOs. They will license DAOs. So at the moment, when people are trying to create DAOs in Australia, we have to go offshore. We have to set up a Singapore company. We have to set up a Panamanian company. Have to get foreign directors because Australia doesn't recognise them at the moment. And there could be legal, if you do it in Australia, it can be seen as issuing and the DAOs issue tokens normally to run. But yeah.
Wait, so hang on.
Did you talk
about you can run a company. So what you're saying is you're lobbying the Australian government to set up instead of companies, you can have these DAOs.
Yep.
And the DAOs are set up so that every decision is made is logged in the blockchain so that there's some audit trail sort of thing happening.
Yeah.
So that there's some regulatory compliance that would happen around that. Am I right? Or am I just completely...
And for example, Olympus DAO, when they started, they issued tokens, right, through a mechanism, which I'm not sure how they did their token issue. And they're continually issuing tokens. And if you hold the tokens, you get the vote. So if you've got the most tokens, right, you know, you get a powerful say in the vote. Right?
All right.
So similar
like shares in a business.
Exactly. Similar to a company, right? But not in the DAO, it's decentralized. There's no one person.
Right.
It's not like in these DAOs, they don't issue 90% of the tokens to the founders and then I fucking can vote whatever I want. It doesn't work, right? These guys are all about decentralization and, you know, they're fucking at the forefront of it. And they issue the majority out or the mechanisms that the protocol works on, you know, issues the majority out and they keep maybe 10 or 15% for founders.
And it can be I mean, there's issues associated with it, but it can be just a whole lot more efficient. You can imagine if there's some sort of certain decision that needs to be made and there's some rules around that decision, it can kind of all be automated. Like you can have people who own the tokens making those decisions instantaneously, and it can happen within a few seconds. Whereas with a traditional company, if you make a big decision, you need to get the board to sign a resolution and you need to get them to meet, and it might take you 3 weeks. And you might, in some instances, that might be a better approach, but with some things, it might be better to just kind of leave all of that out of it and just have the whole thing basically automated.
I can see Lucas Cullen in this Discord server.
Oh yeah, he's in there. I mean, the thing with Discord is that I've worked out is a lot of people join them. Lucas is a Facebook friend of mine. A lot of people join them, but you're in 50,000 of them. Yeah. So, you know, you can't possibly keep up.
Nah.
Discord Hendo is, I heard it, well, actually, you know Slack, right? Because we use Slack.
Yeah.
So, my kids describe Slack to me as Discord for boomers. So that would make
I'm
Discord
joining up to
Slack
Discord because
Gen
fucking
Alphas or whatever the current generation is.
Because why the
Z
fuck not?
Whatever. Yeah, join up, Hendo.
I'm joining up. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, but anyway.
Did you guys did you see the Constitution DAO stuff? I did. David?
I did. I knew a bunch of guys that were part of it.
So that's pretty interesting. So Hendo, a bunch, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know enough to know that there was like a certain amount of copies of the US Constitution, and one of them came up as an NFT for sale. And so that someone fired up a DAO and said to people, chuck a couple of $100 in and we'll see how much money we can get together to try and bid on this auction to buy the Constitution. And I think I don't know what the bid, it was something like $40 million or something, the bid. And they tried to buy it. And in the end, some smart investor just ended up buying it because he could because it was all public, he could kind of see what they were going to bid and he just outbid them.
Yeah, he saw the bid. It was a bit of a mess up, but they were close to getting it.
Yeah.
And so then this DAO then ends up with 40 million sitting in its coffers. And what did they decide to do with it? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
You know, there's other DAOs out there now that are bidding to buy NFL footy teams, basketball teams. There's one that wants to buy a golf course. What else did I hear? Yeah, so it's interesting. It's sort of like just going, okay, well, I want to buy this golf course for, 700 million. I can't get 700 million. I don't want to go in with traditional banking. Why don't we just band together and get the name out there and tell everyone we're going to form this DAO and what we want to do with it is this, 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 and this. And yeah, they're all. Oh, the other one was there's a DAO they raised, a couple of $100 million. They're going to buy a third league, third division football team in the UK. and they're going to use the 200 million, right, to get that team up to first division.
Wow.
that's
So
right.
while you guys have been blabbering on about all this shit, I joined Discord.
Nice.
And then I joined the Hopman NFT by Black Hops Discord, whatever the fuck that is. And so I just left my first message, which is, hey, cunts, I'm on Discord.
Oh God. Getting cancelled.
Because that's what the internet was like when I first joined. You just did swear words.
Yeah.
That's true, but
Oh, yes, I see you. Sir Hendo.
wait, where are you? I can't even see you. How come I can't
I'm
see
on
you?
your
You're on
fucking Discord.
What the
I don't
fuck
even
are
know
you
what
doing?
Discord is, and you can't even
Oh,
see
there we
me.
go. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, awesome. Now,
There you go.
delete.
Oh, you can just... Can you do that?
That's the beauty of being...
That's called
Dan's got the
decentralized.
key.
Hendo.
That's not fair.
Yeah, but we don't want that kind of language, mate. It's an inclusive environment.
DJ, are you me6, MEE6? Is that... Oh, no, it's a bot.
That's a bot.
That's a
Yeah.
bot. The bot actually said, good game, Dan Norris. You just advanced to level 4. You got rewarded
100%.
for deleting my first post on Discord.
You know why? Because Discord knows you're a cunt.
I'm in a way out of my depth here, eh?
Oh, there we go.
Who's that? 3-3 and
I
chill.
mean, I'm assuming it's David.
This is just
The beauty about this, Hendo, is you can change your name and be whoever you want. I'm Audrey Hepburn.
Like
Oh.
Reddit.
That's scary, isn't it?
That's just weird.
Do you know what I think is happening? Like some certain chunk of this, like one chunk of it is like a totally different way to reorganize organizations and work, which I'm all for. I think that's cool. But one part of it, I think, is that there's a bunch of nerds, and you know, I'm loosely in that bracket, who've kind of bought a whole bunch of crypto. It's gone up a shitload in value, and they've got it sitting there. They don't want to take it out because then they'll have to pay tax on it, and that turns into money they don't especially need anyway, and it's way more than they put in. So they're kind of looking for things to do with it. And, you know, it's like, I know this is true because I did this with that goddamn monkey. Like if I was spending $500 on something in real life, I would really think long and hard about it. But with, like my mate Jared messaged me the other day and he's like, you should buy a cupcake. I'm like, what the fuck is a cupcake? He's like, it's a fucking cupcake with a fucking cat in it. You should buy one. And they're like $800 each. And what did? I bought 2 of the fucking things.
Wait, did you buy this? Did you buy this with real money or Ethereum fake money?
Ethereum.
Okay, so when you say you spent $800 on it, you just spent a certain number of Ethereum on it.
I spent about half an ETH, I think, at the time from memory. Yeah.
But because you're sitting on a shitload from years ago,
it wasn't
which
that long ago, to be honest. I sold it all. But
yeah, which currently would be worth a lot of fiat currency.
Yeah.
Like in fiat currency, you spent a lot, but in Ethereum, you spent fuck all.
Exactly.
I get this. I think this is amazing, to be fair.
But that whole thing will not work unless it keeps going up and up and up and up, which things don't.
Yeah, but the thing is, while fiat currency keeps going down and down and down, I think that's totally reasonable.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that. It's like, I don't know a lot about cryptocurrency. I don't know a lot about NFTs. This is why we're having this conversation now and that sort of thing. But I do know that the value of what we spend day to day continues to go down and has done for decades and decades. So again, eventually it's going to get to a point where people just don't believe it anymore. And the trust goes from fiat currency. And then fucking, where does the trust go?
To my monkey, hopefully.
Oh, you fucking wish. Or Black Ops fucking monkeys. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We need to get you into the system, Hendo.
Well, I've got a Discord. I've got a fucking Discord now. So if you want to Discord me at Sir Hendo. Apparently that doesn't mean anything because shit can get deleted by some random internet person.
No, your bullshit message got deleted, but MetaMask.
Am I in Discord now? So can I say to people, hey, Discord me?
Yes.
Yes.
You gotta remember your profile name.
Yeah, it's Sir Hendo. Like I fucking put everything.
That's easy to remember.
Click
Right, well,
bottom left.
fucking away you go.
Bottom left Hendo. Click on on your username. It'll say copy username. Send that
Yep.
to all your millennial mates. Tell them to connect with you on Discord. Forget LinkedIn. This is the way.
I just sent it on the
Put it
Zoom
in-
chat.
Put it in
So
the
at least
bottom
you
of the-
guys know.
Brilliant.
Sir Hendo hash
That's it.
6334.
Put it in the Boss and the Brewer Facebook group. Do we need a Boss and the Brewer Discord?
That'll get your Facebook group thinking you're way ahead of the curve, Hendo.
Yeah.
What about a
Jeez,
Boss and
yeah.
the Brewer Discord?
Let's get a Boss and the Brewer Discord.
What happens when we do that?
Nothing, everything, or only good things.
Well, too many things to worry about then, Hendo, you know?
I know, but it sounds like fun.
No,
It
it's
genuinely
good.
sounds like fun. Except if fucking Dan deletes my shit for saying
Well,
cunt.
if it's our own Discord and you're the guy, then I won't delete it for you.
No,
I don't know, man. Are we allowed to have different rules in different Discords? I've just fucking had my mind blown this evening in this chat, hey? I've learned so much stuff about internet things that I didn't know existed.
I
Wow.
feel like every episode we talk about alcohol-free beer as well. It's been a consistent thing. We start a podcast about beer, which has alcohol in it. And then every single episode we talk about alcohol-free beer. So we've covered both on this one.
Well done.
It's been good.
And we haven't spoken about Renaults once. And I think that's a good thing this
I
week.
don't know if David wants to hear about your.
No, you don't want to hear.
stories. No.
It's amazing. This is so it's cool. I kind of get where it's going. I need to do a little bit more understanding. You know who I'm going to talk to? Like tomorrow, I'm going up to my brother's place out at Stanthorpe, and
I like to call it Danthorpe.
Danthorpe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that. And so my nephew, he's like 22, turned 22 yesterday. And I'm going to tell him I've got a Discord. He's going to go, fuck yeah. And actually, no, he's going to go, oh no, or something like that. And just to get a little bit more understanding of what the hell's going on. And he's a bit of a crypto investor as well. I bet you he's got some NFTs.
Get him on the beta team.
OpenSea then before you go.
Hey?
Have a look at OpenSea.
Yeah. I put it in the chat,
Dan put
Hendo.
his
Click on
collection
the
in
chat.
there.
OpenSea.io. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
On-chain monkey.
That's the monkey,
Yeah.
but just go to the homepage and browse through these.
Do I have to
projects and-
buy some? Do I have to buy some
Hell
fucking
yeah, buy some shit, mate. Buy all
Ethereum
of
or
it.
something? Do I have to buy some Ethereum first?
No, you can just look at anything on there.
Okay, there's lots of different monkeys.
Yeah.
None of them have a bucket hat.
You get your head across that before you see your nephew, mate.
Yeah. And send me a photo of your bucket hat.
Okay. It's actually a brew cult bucket hat, actually.
Okay. That'd be cool. We could add that in. Why not?
Okay. Can I look at this later just to get a fucking understanding what the hell's going on? Because my mind is processing a lot of shit right now. And I'm mind blown. You know, it's it's fascinating.
There's a lot going on. All right. Well, David, thanks for coming on. That was great.
No problem, Dan.
Let me know if you get that beer into a can, send it our way and we'll do a little sneaky taster on the show.
Yeah, I will for sure.
Yeah, man. Best of luck with the launch.
You're on the Gold Coast, Dan?
I am, yes.
I was there today. I go down there for Yum Cha. I need to find a Yum Cha.
Where do you go for Yum Cha?
I go to Jasmine Room.
I was there last weekend.
I'm back there Monday actually before golf, but
you got a good life.
Hang on. He
Yum
plays
Cha
golf too. Dan plays golf too.
I play golf badly.
Wait, can I ask you a
So does
question about
Dan.
golf? No, can I ask you a question about golf? It's a simple question, right?
Yeah.
How many holes in one have you hit?
None. I've got nearest to the pin though.
No, but what was the answer
in the
again?
competition with the
What
boys.
was the answer again to the question?
None. How many of you hit Dan? One.
One. Fuck off.
Yeah.
No.
Where at?
In Gales in Brisbane. It was a long time ago. Hendo is right. I fucking suck at golf, but I got into it for about 6 months, about 10 years ago, and I got lessons, and I went for 2 lessons. It didn't help one bit, but I went one day with my mate. I think it's 118 meter par 3 pitching wedge, and I smoked it, and it just fucking it bounced. It went in the hole. Me and my mate just lost it. And,
sensational.
And I went to my third lesson the next day, and one of the guys who was getting lessons with me was like, no joke, like 80 years old. And I was like, oh, how many have you had? And he's like, man, I've never got one. I was like,
You're like,
yeah. But we've got a golf thing we're doing with a golf pro, and I asked him how many he'd had, and he'd had like 5 or 6. He's doing
really
weekend.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, but I like to ask people that question because most people haven't done it.
You guys should catch up for a beer, I think.
Yeah, I will. That's what I was going to say. I'll drop into the brewery and say hello at some stage.
Yeah, keen for that. Not keen for golf because I hate it and it sucks, but I'm keen for a beer.
Yeah, good.
Preferably with alcohol in it, but if it's AF, then I'm down with that too.
No, last time I was at your brewery, I did drink a few of those beers. They were very nice.
Oh, good to hear. I like that. I had the website up here for you. It looks very cool. I'm super interested in this space, and obviously it's a with the what's the one that just raised all the fucking money? I should know because
Heaps
normal.
Yeah, with that stuff going on, like obviously it's a big thing. Actually, funny. You should mention Jasmine Room because the other week on this podcast, I was saying like, I don't think I've really ever been in a setting where one of my mates is drinking alcohol-free beer. And I went there last weekend or the weekend before for a mate's birthday. And one of the other guys there who was a beer rep, works for Stone and Wood, was drinking a Weinstefan or whatever they're alcohol-free beer is.
Yeah.
And it was BYO, so you bring whatever you wanted, and he was just drinking the alcohol-free one. So,
yeah, they're a good beer.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely happening.
It certainly is. Yeah, I mean the Heaps Normal. They did 8.5 million on a 58 mil valuation.
That's mental.
1 year in.
That's insane.
And how much production are they doing?
I don't know.
No one knows. Like the brewery they're buying is not a massive brewery. I assume they're not currently making it themselves, so they're building a brewery to brew some of it.
Yeah, they brew it out of Brick Lane, I think.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but they're everywhere in Australia. They got good distribution. They've done well there.
But yeah, that's the thing though. Like I would love to know the volume because I'm not convinced that distribution is a good metric.
No, they talk about 2,000 venues. No, you're dead right. No, they've got a case in 1,000 of them that sells 1 or 2 a week. And he's in all of Hemi's pubs. That's what? How many fucking venues is that, right? So,
shitload.
I know what you mean. That's exactly what we've been saying. We've been saying we just need to, if we nail the taste, then the distribution should come. But that's not my area of specialty, right? So.
It's just branding though, isn't it? Like you saw the better beer thing with
better beer. Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about doing 3 million liters next year of a beer that didn't exist a month and a half ago.
What was that one?
Better beer. It's the beer that was
inspired on
from Mighty Craft or Founders First have done a mid-strength lager.
It's a zero carb beer.
Yeah, it's low carb, no carb beer, a la Great Northern, a la Stonewood, Green Coast, mid-strength Big Head, and it's brewed out at Coca-Cola out at Griffith in New South Wales, the Yenda Brewery. They reckon they're going to do shit tons of volume in that.
3 million litres.
Yeah.
So that means someone's ordering a lot of it.
Well, it's done with the Inspired Unemployed, who have a gigantic, rabid fucking following of people.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My creative guy was telling me about that.
Yeah. So it's
not
like
going to happen.
Saying before, the branding is such a big part of it. Like it's really these kind of brands that take off for whatever reason, it might not matter what it tastes like. I don't know what it tastes like, but
No,
you know what?
well,
I don't really know what Great Northern or Heineken tastes like either. And for me, it probably doesn't taste too good.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, guys.
Right, legends. Great chat tonight. Thank you heaps, man. Thanks for joining us, DJ.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Find yourself in Brisbane. Do give us a shout. We'll go grab a beer.
Right, mate.
Yep,
You will
sounds
see me
good.
soon, Hendo. And Dan, you'll see me soon as well. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
See you later.
Cheers, legend.
Bye.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
You're good, Hendo? You got your shit
Yeah.
together?
No, I'm still fucked. I can't find my glasses. I actually have the thought in my head right now that I think my real estate, like my place that I'm at renting, it's on. They're doing like home opens and shit to rent it out to other people, which is fine. And I think they got stolen. Maybe
Wait,
not.
what? Oh, no. Glasses?
Who would steal glasses?
No one
I don't
steals
know.
glasses.
They were in my blue case. I brought them upstairs. And I had a case of beer. So I had 3 4-packs from Easy Times. I have 3 4-packs of Hollandia, and then in a tray. And then I had a bottle of Jack Daniels for my nephew for Christmas. And then I had my glasses. I brought them upstairs and I put the beers away in the fridge.
I think you might have drunk all of those things, and that's why you can't find your glasses.
I know. Went down. So I live in the block of flats I live in. It's like there's only 6 apartments, right? And there's a guy here who's really big community guy. Probably should have a Discord. And so he had we had a Christmas party tonight and that sort of thing. Bit of a barbecue at the back. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't find my glasses. They're probably downstairs. I can't find them. I don't know. I'm
fine.
pretty fucked. I'm fucked without them though.
You'll be fine. Just in the morning, everything will be fine. Everything's fixable, Hendo.
I know.
All right.
The more we do this, the more you learn about me, and I find that fascinating.
Right. Well, we did have some news topics, but to be honest, it's going to be a long night if we go through those. But we should at least check on the. Let's
do a couple because we said that we would.
Yeah, we've got some fan questions, so let's go through those. Did you see Paul's memorabilia section of his office? Paul Metcalf in the group?
No.
He's got he's got a section of his office, right? And it's got all of this memorabilia, like it's got like Don Bradman's bat and fucking, I don't know. I actually just making up what was in there. It's a lot of.
Is this in the
important shit
Facebook
that's in
group?
there. Yeah, he's got a little video in there, and
oh shit! I saw the still of this.
Yeah, it's a little video. It shows his whole memorabilia collection. We've got all these memorabilia stuff, and then right at the end of it is your little half lexicon signed color palette thing.
What?
Yeah, he's loving it.
I'm looking at 2 tattooed guys with weird haircuts singing. I haven't got this. Huh?
The Island Boys? What are you looking at?
There's 2 dudes.
That's the Island Boys. Yeah, that's the Island Boys. Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Who are they?
Oh, dude, let's not get started on my boys, the Island Boys.
The Pilsnerish.
Oh,
what the fuck is that?
Brilliant. They've done a beer Island Boys? Oh my God.
Hang on,
Brilliant.
I've got the video. Let me listen to it quickly.
Wait, I'm going to listen to this right now. Pilsner Boys. I'm going to keep it on a Pilsner boy. Hell yeah. What? Are you listening to this? Oh, that's amazing. Fucking Pilsner
fuck
Boys.
was that?
That is awesome. Oh my God, that's awesome.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, fuck, that's cool. I'm so happy about that.
Who are they?
So these boys, they're Fly, I think they're called Fly Soldier, but they're the Island Boys, right? Because they had this song on their Instagram. They're in a pool and they're going, I'm just island boy. I could do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Full gazing, I'm staring at the sun. They're saying all this shit, right?
Right.
And then the one I like is a YouTube video, which has got them doing all this weird shit, but it's got like Rick Astley and shit in it. It's got some nice beats. That's my favorite one. But the whole thing just started going viral. And then that's a Cameo video. So they're doing these Cameo videos. You know Cameo, yeah? You probably should be on Cameo.
Yes, I do. Yeah. No, I shouldn't.
Well, you should. You probably make bank. You make ETH.
Only fans will get the fuck out.
They're doing Cameo videos for like Dana White and like all these famous people, because people are like, I want an Island Boy song about this. And so someone's obviously wants an Island Boy song about Pilsner, and they've just done that, which is fucking brilliant. And I love it.
Wow. Those guys are just going to go and then
whoops.
And they don't give a fuck. No, except how many tattoos have those guys got?
They've got every tattoo, and they've got the grills. Have a look at their Instagram. It's fucking brilliant. You'll love it. They got the grills, the diamond grills. They got this chip haircut thing going on.
I've seen the haircut. It's brilliant. Pretty phenomenal.
That's awesome. Anyway, we got a little bit off track there.
Fuck.
No, scroll down a bit. Scroll down to Paul Metcalf.
It's been the fucking weirdest fucking episode ever, eh? Seriously.
Can you see the Paul Metcalf one down? Scroll down.
Darcy Patrick, Paul Metcalf. Here we go. Do I need to listen to this?
No, just watch it. I didn't listen to it.
There's a Shearer Newcastle fucking jersey there, all signed.
The Socceroos there, all signed. Yep. You got.
Oh, he's a football fan.
Bat. I assume that's.
Hang on a second. That's the. Oh, hang on. I've got to rewind that. Which year Socceroos is that?
It's not important.
That's when we got into the World Cup. No, fuck off. Cricket bat. 1938.
That cricket bat? That's John Bradman. Is it? I don't know.
Oh, I meant. Okay, so. Holy fucking shit.
Balls. I can't believe you would have missed that if I didn't bring that up. How did you miss that?
I did. I've been at the fucking neighbour's house, the Christmas party. So I met Paul last week. That's blown my mind. You're losing. Yeah. So I met Paul last week at the Cannon Hill tap room.
And he said he's one of the 12?
And he said he's one of the 12. And he comes up to me. No, there's a really weird thing, right? He comes up to me, and I'm hanging out with the TAFE students. We had a TAFE, the Froth Rookies Christmas party and that sort of thing. And Paul just comes up, and I'm just having beers with the Froth Rookies and stuff like that, right? And he walks past, and he taps him on the shoulder, and he goes, "Come and see me outside." And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And I had no idea. I've never met him. You meet people on the internet space and you go, fuck, I know who they are. When you meet them in real life, you've got no fucking idea whatsoever. Anyway, I'm at the bar later. He comes up and then he explains himself about how he'd actually traveled across town to come to the Cannon Hill tap room. Remember we were talking about it last week, right?
Because of the podcast?
Yes.
That's amazing. He's a fucking legend.
The guy's fucking dedicated.
I know him. He's a fucking legend.
That's why he got the fucking autographed Lexicon half swatch.
That's amazing.
And so he comes up to me and he sort of explained himself. I went, oh, fuck, right. And I said, nice to meet you, that sort of thing. And because Maddie from Cannon Hill Tap Room got a fucking a deck of fucking Lexicon half swatches that thick, and he hands them to me. He goes, there you fucking go. And I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll just hand out. So I started handing out a few personally signed Lexicon half swatches, as I've done with all of them, same as Adzi, Adam Shell, and that sort of thing, right? Is, hey, whatever your name is, one of the 12, cheers, Hendo.
Now,
so
Hendo,
everyone
can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Yeah.
You realize this is an NFT project right now, right?
Fucking oath it is.
These fucking Lexicon half signed pieces.
Swatches, yeah.
Swatches are worth some coin as an NFT.
Sure. Okay, let's do that. I'm new to this game. Fuck it.
Keep going.
Because it's very NFT, because every one I fucking sign says the same fucking thing on it.
No, they're unique. All of those, they're unique pieces.
Right.
I want one. How do I get one? How do our listeners get one?
So, well, firstly, you have to see me because I pretty much have the entire Southeast Queensland supplier of Lexicon half swatches, because I'm pretty sure a few Bunnings stores have been fucking robbed of them.
Whoops.
And well, Maddox said he got them from a fucking Dulux fucking rep.
Okay.
Who knows? Anyway, Paul, it was great to meet you last week. It was hilarious. And I didn't know that you had all this memorabilia, and to see that it blew my mind.
That was
so
cool.
thank you. You gave me an awesome laugh, and I appreciate that.
All right. That wasn't one of the questions, but
it's funny as fuck though.
Okay, I haven't looked at these, by the way. So as usual, if I read them out and it's fucking gross, it's not my fault. All right. Adam Shell, who knows which one? There seems to be much angst to get the Grzycki going. If it happens, can I please petition as one of the 12 for a beer style that's related somewhat to me in the following year? I'd love to see an Adam beer done at AWOL. Woo! It's more complex than a Groddy, but I think relevant enough to me. An Adam beer. Are you familiar with this?
I'm familiar with Adam beer. And I would say that, Grzycki is a style of beer. First, let's answer the first part of that. We need to get our shit together with that Grzycki. Firstly, we need to put a time frame on it. And the time frame is we're entering this into the Royal Queensland Beer Awards.
That's true.
So first things first, you need to talk to Ian and get it entered. That means we got to make it. Even if it's shit, it means we got to make it. Okay. All right. That's on you.
That is on me. You're right. I'll fucking add it into my task list right now. Okay. If it goes into my list, it happens. That's my
put it onto fucking Slack or whatever the fucking, bloody NFT or whatever you fucking do.
I'll get Ian and Govs at the right sort of time, and we'll figure it out. Everyone will get excited. Maybe
the right time is now.
But
they will.
Let's figure it out. Yeah. All right. It's there. It'll happen. If it's on my list, it'll happen.
Yep. And then and get it entered, and then there's a time frame on it. So then we have to brew it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you need some dry hopping,
it's a dry hop beer, mate.
I'm gonna put this on.
It's dry hopped. Yeah. Oh shit. The red flannel is coming out.
Yeah, and I've got it. This sits here on this desk.
Ready to dry hop.
It's hot as shit in here, but I'm going to put it on just because it's the last episode of the year, just so make sure.
Like that, the YouTube thumbnail.
Yes. It's normally just me staring at the thing with a fucking handlebar mustache.
That's fucking great.
Right,
so
Adam
yes, there's no. So to answer your question, Adam, there's no issue with the timing or the expediency of the Grzycki, except for Dan sorting that shit out. To answer the second question, part of the question about an Adam beer, I think that an Adam beer is totally doable if every one of our 12 listeners changes their name by deed poll to Adam.
Deed poll. Well, they're not going to do that.
Well, then we can't have an Adam beer.
Well, that's harsh.
I mean, well, okay, all right. So actually, let's frame it this way, right? So the vintage 2021 Boston the Brewer beer is Grzycki.
100%.
Right. What about the vintage 2022 beer being Adam beer? It's a fucking weird beer that not many people drink.
Tell me about
Brewers
beer.
Brew.
What does it mean? Is it
Adam beer is a style of beer.
No, I got that bit, but what are we working with? Is it dark? Is it light? Is it?
I don't know. I have to look it up. Thank you, Google.
Well, let's see what we're working with, because let's not commit a year ahead of time to a beer that could be disgusting.
Let's see here. It's from Dortmund in Germany, so it means it's going to be strong and probably a lager. 5 to 6% ABV. Adam beers pack a 10% ABV punch or higher.
What?
Dark and sour. They're often aged in wood for several years.
Oh shit!
Think strong beer with more hops and smoke. Oh my god!
Oh my! This sounds fucking incredible. Let's fucking do this.
So it's 10%. It's barrel aged,
It's sour,
and aged in a wood
hoppy.
with hops.
Hey, where the fuck are the hops? When is my dry hop? That's all I need.
And don't forget, and smoke.
And smoked. That sounds incredible. I'm definitely keen on
It's
this.
like throw all the feet. Here this is a job for Toshi.
Toshi's going to have to help me with this one. It sounds
This
a
is
bit
a-
more
this is
complicated
a-
than a normal dry hop.
This is a fucking Toshi beer.
I'm taking this off because I'm hot as shit. I love this idea.
This is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's an
challenge
A-Wall beer.
accepted. Challenge accepted, but let's get the fucking Grodzitsky out of the way
Let's
first.
not get ahead of ourselves. I love the
Fuck
idea.
me.
All right.
Okay, everyone, you don't have to change your name to Adam.
Oh,
Although
this
if
one.
you do, we still accept you anyway. You'll still be one of the 12.
Now, question number 2. I skipped number 2 because it's 5 questions and it's too hard. I might come back to it if I'm not lazy. But question number 3 was from Paul Simpson, who we all know is my favorite member of the group.
Right.
And he also has personalized plates on his car that say Fiends, which is one of our beers. And there's a feud between him and Connor, who I see every day. I actually saw him today. I feel bad on the phone. Sorry, Connor. Connor is now number 2, and he's known as number 2, and that's not a nice nickname because number 2 also means poo, doesn't it?
Right.
Which is not a great nickname. So
I like doing number 2s.
well, I know it's fine, but you don't want that as your thing, do you? No one wants to be number 2. Do you want to be number? You can be number 2 if you want.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. Okay. No one other than fucking Hendo wants to be number 2. No one other than Hendo with a skin full of Hollandia wants to be number 2. Anyway, Simbo's question is just the one question. This yay or nay, and it's personalized plates.
Oh, that was his number plate.
That say not second. Harsh. That's harsh.
It's pretty harsh.
And Connor replied too soon. I feel bad. I feel really bad.
Well, you know what? If he wants to do the not number 2 number plate and swap out with the Fiends number plate, so I can stick that on the Como.
Yeah.
Cool. Because I would gladly. I don't know if I love my 2004 white Commodore fucking wagon. It's a fucking beautiful car, and it needs personalized plates.
It does.
So if I had Fiends on my Como,
all right,
good times. And if he
all right,
wants to have not number 2 in place of his Fiends, cool.
all right.
Pick up the
Yes,
phone,
remember.
call me. Let's do a deal.
Jump on the Discord, connect with Hendo, send him a message.
Yes, that's right. I know how to Discord now. I just made a verb out of it.
Wow. Sorry, I was just okay, all right. The personalized plates thing, that's brilliant. I'm still thinking about that fucking Adam beer. I'm so excited about that beer.
Really?
It sounds incredible. I think we fucked the Grizzlies off, but anyway, we'll do that.
No,
off air.
it's fucking 2022 vintage
Okay.
Boston the Brewer.
All right. Now, we got 2 more questions. One is from Connor, who's number 2. So if we want to choose to not answer it, we can. Oh, wait. Sorry. I just had a thought before. I was trying to think of it. The thought was we ranked number 1 and 2 on the 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we rank the whole 12? Why don't
How
we?
the fuck on what criteria?
Well, I mean, we need to figure out who the 12 are, the actual 12, the original 12.
Nah.
No?
No.
And rank them.
Nah.
Why?
Because like the thing is that I think it's just generally become, if you're
Everyone's
a listener
12.
to the podcast, everyone's part of the 12.
But what happened? But see, this could be a good merch idea because we could do the 12, right? And it could be a unique 12. And then when we have multiples of 12, other people could be part of the multiples of 12.
Oh, so if we're going to bump it up in multiples of 12, that's a different story.
Well, I feel like these people who were part of the 12, once we become famous crypto legends, right?
Right. Yeah.
these people who are part of the 12 should know that they were part of the 12.
Yes.
Because otherwise these guys are going to be talking to someone in the future when we've got 1,200 or 12,000.
Yes.
And they're like, I'm part of the 12. And they're going to be saying, well, yeah, I'm also part of the 12. Well, they weren't
Right.
fucking part of the 12. Our people are part of the 12.
Hmm.
So how do we give our 12 recognition? This is why we need NFTs.
It's like when you have a bikie gang and that sort of thing, they have the thing that says originals, like the patch on the side there and that sort of thing.
Yeah, or an NFT. We need NFTs every.
But at the same time, I want to make sure that any subsequent groups of 12 that we have listened to us are also equally as recognized, because
not equally though.
We're a fucking team.
Not equally though. These guys are the OGs, mate. Not everyone has
OGs.
the original thing.
OGs, our original 12, for sure. Much respect. But any subsequent listener should get a bit of a tip of the cap, to say, welcome, you're part of the 12, multiple of 12.
Multiple of 12. Yeah. That's true. All right. Well, if anyone's listening and they want to give us some advice on how to recognize both, give it to us. But having said that, the other episode when I said, if anyone's listening and you have a business you want to promote, send us some beer. I didn't get shit. Did you get shit?
I got beer from Easy Times. Look at that. Look at the Big Easy IPA.
Just for
shameless fucking promotion. Look at that.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't get shit.
Because after, what do? After a crap load of Hollandias, you get stuck onto the 7% IPAs.
Yeah, but was that promoted? Was that given to you because they listened to the episode and want to promote the business?
Yeah, exactly. Joshy. Yeah, so Joshy, who's the general manager at Easy Times, he said, I listened to your podcast, listened to the first 5 minutes, and I got sick of it, I turned it off.
Brilliant.
I said, at least you fucking listen to it. Thanks, mate. I'll mention you on the show that you don't fucking listen to.
Right. Okay. All right. One last question, except for the one that's got 5 questions as part of it, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that. Right. Question is from number 2. What are the best Christmas Day beers?
Oh, shit. Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, I'm going to answer with eggnog stout, and then I'm going to let Hendo answer.
That's a great question. So I'll tell you what I am doing for this year's Christmas beers is I bought a couple of kegs, the Froth Rookies TAFE beer kegs from Maddie over at Canna Hill Tap Room because I can't actually buy them directly because TAFE won't sell them to me directly. And so we made a mid-strength lager. It's very, very similar to Great Northern, and it's delicious. And so I bought a keg of that. So my mum is coming to pick me up tomorrow at about just before lunch, and with her 2 multi Shih Tzus puppies, Stella and Ruby. And then I'm putting a Temperite, a keg, and a CO2 bottle in the back of Mum's car, and we're driving out to Stanthorpe. And I'm going to set up this Temperite. And I'm going to plug it in and turn the fucking thing on and let it cool down for a bit. Then I'm going to hook up this Convoy keg, and I'm setting up the Temperite next to my brother's spa bath. And then I'm going to spend the next 4 days drinking piss in the spa bath, where I can actually sit in the spa bath, pour a beer, drink the beer.
Wow. I mean, like I said,
have you got a spa bath in your new?
Like, not everyone lives like you do, Hendo. Okay.
Have you got a spa bath in your new place? Because you bloody should.
Fuck, don't.
Why not?
I didn't even know that was a thing anymore. I thought it was something from the 90s.
Spas are still a thing, man.
All right. Not everyone lives like you, Hendo.
Do a variation on your fucking house, man. It's not my house, it's my brother's house. My brother's got a spa literally outside his bedroom.
Well, can I request that you send a photo of this whole experience into the group so the 12 can experience this together?
No problem whatsoever.
Wait, even better, if you have internet access out at Danthorpe, because I don't think you pronounced it properly before, can you do another one of your famous live streams?
Live streams. See what I can do.
What was it? What was your thing? Who's online? Where's the comments?
I couldn't
What
see.
was
I
the
don't have my fucking phone. Fuck off.
You're simply too old, Hendo.
I know. I used to be tech savvy.
Well,
Fuck.
been a good year, mate. Thanks for doing
I've
this.
had
It's
a
been
ball.
fun.
I've had a ball. For posterity, I would love to say that I've had a ball for all of its trials and tribulations. I've had a ball. I've really enjoyed this. I actually enjoy our podcast, Dan. We've spoken more in the last 13 weeks, whatever the fuck it is. Is that what we're up to
14,
now?
isn't it, I think.
14?
Yeah.
That we've spoken like ever, and I enjoy it.
Correct. I enjoy it too. Cheers, mate. Cheers to you. Cheers to the 12 and future potential multiples of 12.
I think we should take some feedback from the Facebook group to say, just to see what would you like to see in 2022 since it's our last episode of the year.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling we should have more guests.
Yeah. The guess is good. I agree.
And I'd like to think I'm pretty well connected. So which guests would you like to see?
Yeah.
Please don't say George Clooney, because I can't do George Clooney.
And we've already got one person on here who's basically George Clooney. So there's
sure.
No.
Yep.
Clooney.
Okay. That's fine. Yep.
Well, are you going to put that in the Facebook group, or
what's that?
Are you too old to figure out how to put that in the Facebook group, or are you going to be?
I can do it. That's fine.
I'll put it in the Discord. You put it in the Facebook group.
I set up this fucking OnlyFans studio here, mate. I know technology, mate.
Do you mean only dams?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. See you, Hendo.
Legend.
Love you,
Later.
mate. See ya.